Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Here to recap UFC Fight Night Moicano versus Duncan, and what ended up being a pretty good card, to be honest. Like I started watching the card a little bit later because I was watching Chisora versus Wilder. I missed like the first few fights, and I missed a couple more because I had to go somewhere. So I missed a few after that as well. But I tried to watch what I could afterwards, and ended up being a pretty good card from what I saw. The main card was very good. It was obviously very entertaining. And as I said, there was a lot of prospects on the main card to look out for. I mean, there's quite a bit to talk about on this card, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start from the prelims and work my way up the card. Kamaka versus Dakota Hope, first fight of the night. It was a pretty competitive fight from what I saw. I had a situation where I just had like the Chisora versus Wilder fight on the TV, and I had Kai Kamaka Dakota Hope on my phone, and I would glance over at it, but it seemed like a very competitive fight. Dakota Hope came out very aggressive. Um, got a knockdown eventually in the fight. Attempted a few takedowns as well. Eventually got one. Um, yeah, I didn't watch that fight completely, but it seemed very competitive, and it was one that I didn't. I don't know. Kai Kamaka is a very experienced guy. Like I said, coming from PFL and then Bellator for a very long time. Has wins over has wins over Brendan Loughnane, I believe, or well, he's fought Brendan Loughnane. I don't remember if he won that fight or not, but um, this is a very experienced guy coming from over there. And the Good Hope is a guy who's coming from the regional scene, and I just thought it wouldn't be. I thought it would have been a more definitive performance from Kai Kamaka, and it was a split decision. So yeah, congrats to Kai Kamaka. Was it a split decision? Hold on a second. Was it a split decision? Bear with me. Split. I believe it was a split decision. Yeah, it was a split decision. Yeah. But anyway, that fight was pretty competitive from what I remember. So yeah, Dione Barbosa versus Melissa Gatto. Yeah, there was a lot in this fight. Again, I didn't watch this whole fight. I watched clips of it. The biggest thing that came from this fight was the freaking soccer kick that she hit Melissa Gatto with on the ground. And like initially I thought it hit her right in the face, but I guess it did hit her like around the neck area, which is still not like I mean that's you still can't do it to a grounded point anyway, but dude that sounded so loud, bro. It was crazy. Um yeah, dude, I just but other than that, it was pretty competitive. Like I still don't really know what happened because like Melissa Gatto, she like acted as if she got knocked out unconscious. So I don't really know what they did from there. Like I didn't see this fight. Like I said, I saw clips of it, but even the clips looked they looked competitive. The fight went to the ground a few times. Melissa Gatto attempted a lot of takedowns, as did Dione Barbosa. But I mean, it seemed pretty. And she went for some submissions to Dione Barbosa. Going into the fight, I knew she was very high level jiu-jitsu, so that's not surprising. But it seemed pretty competitive. Got my prediction right on this one as well. Um, and Kai Kamaka. As in my Bekoev versus Trayshawn Gore. Brother, I am never Trayshawn Gore, if you're watching this some way, somehow, I'm never I will never doubt you again. I will support you for the rest of your career. I'm telling you right now because, like I said in my prediction video, I like Tresean Gore. Like I wanted to go for him. Like I wanted to say that I was gonna pick him in this fight because I just like Tresean Gore. I liked him since he was coming off the Ultimate Fighter. I just thought Bekoev would be enough in getting him to the ground and be able to land ground and pound like he always does. Um, and Tresean Gore, because Tresean Gore did have good takedown defense versus Rodolfo Vieira, but he did eventually get down. So, but Tresean Gore, man, bro, and this fight was amazing, bro. From it was very competitive. Um, McCoy got a knockdown at some point. Um, and dude, this fight was very competitive. It's probably way more competitive than what people were expecting. Um, I don't. I expected, like I said, I thought Bekoev would win. Like I did think Bekoev would win, especially because Tristan Gore had his back to the wall and he had to pull this fight out the bag, and he did more than that, dude. He freaking Bekoev shoots in on a takedown and as a lot of people predicted, Tresean Gore sinks up the guillotine to win by guillotine again. Does he have one of the best guillotines in the UFC? I don't know, man. But again, gets another guillotine victory in the UFC. Man, brother, I will never, Trishan Gore, I will never doubt you ever again. I'm gonna support you for the rest of your career. I will never ever predict against you. So, yeah, man. It seemed like it was a very great fight. So very competitive. And now Bekoev is on a two-fight losing streak. Trishan Gore, like I said, he had his back against the wall. He had to win this fight. If he did not win this fight, he probably would have been cut. So very happy for Trishan Gore. It was a great win. He was a big underdog in this fight. So congrats to him. Alice Pereira versus Haley Cowan. Alice Pereira gets it done by KO. Nasty KO. Absolutely nasty. I got this one completely wrong, but it wasn't as if I predicted like that she couldn't win at all. Like I just no, that wasn't the case. Like Haley Cohen, I just saw some of her fights on the regional scene and on the contender series, and she just seemed like she had enough experience to beat her Alice Pereira. Like Alice Pereira lost to Rendon in her last fight, so I didn't think that it was that I don't want to say that hard of a task, but it was possible for her to win. She had some KOs on the regional scene herself as well, but I know. Um, and scores a nasty knockout. Absolutely nasty knockout. Had Haley Cohen out cold. Um, Nasty. I mean, there's nothing much I can really say about that. I mean, she's she had a lot of hype around her because she is the youngest women's fighter in the UFC and proving up living up to a bit of that hype. So congrats to her. Got my prediction wrong for the last two. And this next one, Lando Vannata versus Darius Flowers. Darius Flowers wins by KO. He had a couple big slams in this fight. He had a big slam at the end of the first round. Um, and I still don't know what it was. I was just assuming it was. I mean, it either just hurt Lando Vannata or it like broke a rib or something. I don't really, I'm not really sure what it was. But yeah, Darius Flowers, he looked a bit better in this fight, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of times when I think of Darius Flowers, I just think of very not too technical, kind of lacking a bit of some fundamentals. But he looked better in this fight. And Lino Vannata on the feet for the long layoff that he's had, he didn't look as bad as I thought he would. So, um, yeah, Darius Flowers again in the second round, slammed Vannata again, and then landed some more ground and pound, and got the finish. I mean, it was a good win for Darius Flowers. Like I said, Darius Flowers had never won a UFC fight before this, so it's good to him for to get a win. And yeah, got those last three wrong. I didn't watch. I didn't watch those. I didn't watch those fights all the way through. I saw clips of them. Leno Vannata, Darius Flowers. I did watch the whole thing. Um, as I said, I was going somewhere. Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nicoll. I didn't watch completely either. I saw the finish. Alessandro Costa wins by body shot KO. Yeah, really good body shot. Ryan the liver. Just a just a just really nice body shot. And it was pretty level up until that point, but I still would have probably given Alessandro Costa the edge a little bit. Um, Stuart Nicoll did have a decent first round though. It was very competitive up until that point. Um, but I still would have edged Alessandro Costa. And yeah, it was a good win for him, man. Got my prediction right on that one. Um, get him a Pat versus Thomas Petersen. Yeah, I did get this one wrong, but I like this outcome didn't surprise me, to be honest. Because get him a Pat on the in his debut too as well. Um, he looked good on the feet, but not as good as you would think for 6-0, for a guy who's 6-0. And Thomas Petersen is a guy who's very experienced, and he's very tough for a lot of people in the heavyweight division. Um, yeah, he got a knockdown at some point, and I just feel he was way more active with his striking, and yeah, I mean again, this was a fight I was glancing at because like I said, I was out somewhere, but yeah, it was very it um wasn't a surprising outcome, to be honest. Thomas Peterson is a very experienced guy. So now to the main card. Now all of these I did watch. Jose Delano versus Robert Ruchala. Yeah, Delano gets done by decision, but honestly, not as decisive as some people thought, like me included. I thought Jose Delano would be able to finish Robert Ruchala at some point in this fight, and he didn't. I believe I predicted a round two KO from Jose Delano. Um, didn't come. I think I just predicted Jose Delano KO, but I didn't think Robert Ruchala was a lot better than he was a lot he was pretty good in this fight. Like he had a good first round. He probably won the first round over Jose Delano, maybe. I thought Jose Delano in the second round started to get into his rhythm a little bit, and he started to land a bit more shots and more combinations at some point. There was some point where he was gaining a bit of momentum, and he was starting to look like he was going towards finishing a fight. He was landing more with his punches, and I just think it was the activity in the end. I think Delano just completely outstruck Ruchala, and again with the point taken away in the last round, it wasn't gonna help him in any way because it was already close till that point. No, well, Delano was already winning that round anyway as well, so it didn't really help. And yeah, Delano doesn't win by as decisive as a lot of us would have thought, but very, very. It was a good win. It was a good win in the end. So yeah, again, they didn't. He didn't. I don't want to say he didn't live up to the hype, but I expected a finish beforehand. So there's that aspect of it. Um, but he still looked good though. He still looked relatively good. So Tommy McMillen versus Manolo Zecchini. As I said, I got this one pretty much on the dot, to be honest. Tommy McMillan, Zecchini crumbles with the pressure and the pace that McMillan brought, and like, dude, McMillan just goes in there and he fights, dude. Like that's what he does, and that's something, as I said, that after if he has a good performance in this one, there's fans that are really going to get behind him, like the way that they got behind Sean O'Malley. Like I know it's a, it's like a, it's such an easy thing to say because he's a teammate of Sean O'Malley, but it's just true. Like I think people will get behind him in that way that they did for him because it's easy to love a fighter like this, like that just goes in there and he fights, always entertaining, and yeah, like I said, he always goes in there and he just fights, and he comes from like a wrestling background, I believe, Tommy McMillan. So that's another part of it too. Just haven't seen that at all, and yeah, goes in there, has a good performance, and as I said, Zecchini crumbles with the pace and the pressure, and he wasn't doing bad early in the round, but yeah, Tommy McMillan, I think he's going to be someone the UFC really gets behind, and he's going to be pushed as the next star, as a next star. But again, you have to get the wins and continue to climb. So next fight, Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Estevam. Ethan Ewing is a problem, bro. He gets it done. Like gets it done by KO round three, but was really in control the entire fight. Like, bro, he just looks so comfortable. Looks so comfortable. I'm super high on him, dude. I'm bro. All aboard the hype train, bro. I'm on the hype train, dude. Like, I really am. Just really outstruck Rafael Estevam on the feet. Rafael Estevam had to, in my opinion, get the fight to the ground. Um, Ewing showed good takedown defense, really good takedown defense. When Estevam went 0 for 8 for takedown attempts, and just showed the whole package, dude. Didn't get taken down, stayed on the feet, just looked comfortable, looked good, slipping and ripping shots to the body, to the head, good accuracy. He looked really good, really really good. He looked. Got a knockdown at some point too, just feeling himself. Um, yeah, man. Takes another undefeated fighter's O once again, and yeah, I am aboard this hype train, dude. I really am. He looked very very good, and I think the Malcolm Wellmaker win is going to end up aging very well because I'm still very high on Malcolm Wellmaker too. So yeah, good for Ethan Ewing. A very good performance, man. I'm on board the hype train. Abdul Rahman Yakhyaev versus Brensim Ribeiro. Dude, this was an interesting one early. Like Ribeiro actually at the start of the fight was actually fighting very well. I remember he caught Yakhyaev with a couple shots, and there was one of the last shots that he hit him with on the feet before Yakhyaev um tried to take him down. Ribeiro hit him with, like, I don't remember if it was a left hook or it was a left hook or a right hook from southpaw or something like that, and you could tell that it actually, like, it caught Yakhyaev's attention for a second. Like it looked like it did stun him a little bit. Um, and it and Yakhyaev looked like he was just super urgent to like get the fight to the ground. And like I said, he was fighting. Ribeiro was fighting well up until that point, and then just got taken down and submitted, and there was just nothing he could do. Yeah, it was a good performance from Yakhyaev. He did get caught with a couple shots early. Wasn't as clean as he probably would have wanted to be, but it's a fight, bro. Like it's gonna happen. Um, but yeah, good win for Yakhyaev. Continues his undefeated. Continues being undefeated. Virna Jandiroba versus Tabitha Ricci. I thought it could have been Virna Jandiroba wins. I thought it could have been a 30-27 or a 29-28, giving Tabitha Ricci that last round, but either way, Virna Jandiroba at the end clearly won the fight. So Ricci did do well to defend some takedowns, but Jandiroba was just kept going to it, and she eventually got them and was able to control a little bit, was able to land some ground and pound, and even on the feet, it wasn't only in that last round was Tabitha Ricci. Early in that last round was Tabitha Ricci having some success on the feet. But other than that, Jandiroba had more success on the feet, in my opinion. So good one for her. Um, I don't know if she would get a title shot next. Like I said, I thought maybe Jillian Robertson would be in that conversation too, because Jandiroba has already fought Mackenzie Dern. But it was a competitive fight, so and it's not like one of those wins where I was looking at Mackenzie Dern, Jandiroba, and I'm like, if Jandiroba gets another fight against her, I don't think it's like a thing where she just can't win. Like it's not one of those kind of fights. It wasn't as if it was like a dominant performance from Mackenzie Dern. I just think the styles make fights is a big factor in that fight, but it's just, I think Jandiroba could beat her if she did fight her again. Like it's not. It could happen. And Julia, like I said, I don't know if she would get it because they've already fought before. Um, and it wasn't like it wasn't one of the best fights in the world. So I don't know if the UFC would even want to do that. So and Julia Robertson is like she's there and she hasn't gotten a title shot yet. So I don't know. And I also don't know when Whaley's going back down. So we'll see what happens there. But now in the main event, Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. Got it right on the dot, man. Got it right on the dot. I predicted submission round two. Ended up turning out that way. Renato Moicano beats Chris Duncan by submission. And I said it too, bro. Moicano had no reason being an underdog in this fight. Like he had no reason being an underdog. Like I just think people don't didn't realize the level of opposition that Moicano has fought, like, and Duncan hasn't. Like, it's just as simple as that. He lost to Torres in his last fight, who is now in the top 15, and Moicano is, like, he's very experienced in this lightweight division. So, um, yeah, Moicano early on, he looked decent in his striking. That's something Moicano has. His striking is very decent. Like, showed a good jab in this fight, landed the right hand a few times. Um, was able to. Duncan was throwing a lot of kicks early. Moicano was checking them. Um, yeah, I mean, and even leading up to the finishing sequence, Moicano like hurt him with punches, and he looked good, man. And again, he gets to the back, but Duncan was doing well in the first round as well. After Moicano was checking those kicks, he did well to Duncan did well to stay on his feet for the time being. He defended those takedowns very well in the first round, and but Moicano in the second round hurts him with some punches. Um, his jab looked really good in that round, and hurts him with some punches, gets him down, takes the back, and I knew from then it was going to be an issue for Chris Duncan. Like I said, Moicano is a specialist when it comes to taking the back. It's what he does best. And finds the rear naked choke and gets it done, man. Gets it done. Just kept fighting for the rear naked choke. Eventually got it. First submission attempt, gets it done. Great win, man. Great win. Got it right on the dot. Yeah. And overall, dude, like Renato Moicano is like I said, he shouldn't have been an underdog in this fight. Like to me, I didn't see this as an underdog win, dude. Like I mean, it was, but like not in my eyes, man. I thought Moicano would win this fight. And it's no disrespect to Chris Duncan. Like I said, he did well to defend the takedowns in the first round. And I like Chris Duncan, dude. He brings a fight every time. I really respect him. I just didn't think he would be able to beat Renato Moicano. So, but yeah, man, this was overall like a pretty good card, and a lot of people crapped on it, like me included, before the fight. But it was a very good card in the end. Like main card was very good. I I got every fight on the main card correct, and I got three fights on the prelims correct. The rest I got wrong. Yeah, um, it was a pretty good card overall, man. Very good, entertaining card. And yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. That's my recap on UFC Fight Night Moicano versus Duncan. Let me know your thoughts down below in the card. Did you predict Moicano to win or Duncan to win? Why? And what did you think of the card in the end? Like I said, a lot of people crapped on it, me included. But let me know what you thought. I thank you guys for watching once again. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.